Queen of the plot, hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. Sit back, don't miss nothing. Got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot, hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. Queen of the plot, hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. Sip, don't miss nothing. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot, hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. Nothing, got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot, hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. See, bell, it's nothing. Got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot, hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop.
Hey guys, thank you for joining. Now we are live on Kick. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kick. I wasn't familiar with it either, but we are live on Kick. If you guys are on Kick, make sure to follow me on Kick because I am new on Kick, y'all. K-I-C-K. Now, if you guys are watching on Twitch, hello. I think I almost have 100 subs over there. We are also streaming on Facebook, same handle at Lakeysha Keysha, and also on both of my YouTube pages. So thank y'all for being here. So we're going to get into this video. Just make sure you guys put in the chat where you're watching from. I know we have Black and Gold Beauty. I know she's on Twitter. Anybody in here on Kick? Don't seem like it. I see a bunch of YouTube people, of course, YouTube. But if you guys are other than the person I named, if you guys are on Twitter, let me know down in the chat. Or if you guys are on Kick, let me know in the chat. If not, go and follow me on Kick and Twitch, y'all. So let's get into it. Now, who do y'all want to start with first? You want to start with Porsha and Cam, or you want to start with Jackie and her crazy ass daughter, Shantel and Evelyn? Who do y'all want to start with? Who should we start with? Who y'all want to start with? We got Texas in the house. Somebody said Jackie. Everybody's saying Jackie. Right. Okay, Porsha. We got one Porsha, two Jackies. Somebody said, ooh, that's a toss-up. Everybody's saying Jackie. No, y'all don't give a damn. Okay, Porsha is like, okay, we getting some Porshas. Porsha coming through. Jackie, but Jackie is winning. Everybody, okay, it looks like we got some Porshas, but it looks like the Jackiechristie and Chantel situation has pretty much taken control of the internet, child. That's what everybody is talking about. And you would think, by now that they wouldn't be talking about it, but everybody is still talking about it. So it looks like we're going to go in that direction. Somebody said the home wrecker. Damn, Porsha, aka home wrecker. That's what they say, honey. They call Porsha a home wreck, and yes, that's what they say. But it looks like we're gonna go ahead with Jackie and Chantel. Now, a lot of the input that we've been hearing, pretty much everybody has been on Jackie's side. And again, we don't really know what happened in, their mother and daughter relationship. But I feel like at this point, it really doesn't matter, because I believe the consensus has been that the chick was disrespectful. So, I mean, here's the deal. I know I done had situations with my mother. Like, she done got on my nerves. In fact, she blocked right now. But I believe the consensus was the girl was just too disrespectful. I mean, she was so disrespectful to her mother that it was hard to watch. Like, in all honesty, from watching that, Chantel, girl, I don't like you, because that's just too disrespectful. You can't even trust a hoe that don't even respect her mama. Like, that was too much for me. That was too much. Oh, we got somebody else from Twitch in the chat. Right. And again, that's what I was saying. As Black people, yeah, we don't do that. We don't do all of that. We'll block you, but we don't do all that. That was a lot to watch. And people have been saying that Chantel does have some little problems. And when I say problems, I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Because mental health is for real, and people do have mental health issues. I mean, I would say it's even normal to have mental health issues. Like, we not perfect. Stuff happens, but that's a lot. Like, that's a lot. I mean, I feel like even from what we have learned about Jackie and her other daughter, that it seems like that, Chantel was the favorite daughter. And to be the favorite daughter and to pretty much throw your mother under the bus is really crazy. It's really crazy to me. So it just seems like, that the girl got some problems, some serious problems. And also, y'all, isn't it kind of ironic and crazy that Chantel is newly married and her husband hasn't even met her mother and father? What the hell is that all about? Like, how do you have a husband, you married, and then he's living in the same building, at least, when they filmed the Basketball Wives show, and Jackie hasn't even met the man. Isn't that some weird stuff? The entire situation to me was weird. The fact that she came on the show, Chantel came on this show, and she have had to come on this show with the idea of taking Jackie down. Now, I don't think Jackie knew it, but she most definitely had that in the works, that's what she was going to do. Because think about it, y'all. With regards to these reality shows, they're going to ask you, what's your storyline? Like, what are you hoping to talk about? What is your storyline? So while Chantel tries to make it seem like this is not what she came on the show for, she is a lie. That's a lie. She came on the show with the idea to bring her mother down. But the crazy part of it is, y'all, do y'all think that she thought for one reason or another that she would be able to replace Jackie? Because it's crazy. In her interview with Carlos King, the crazy lady said that she was the only basketball wife on the show. Now, I know I wasn't the only one that heard that. I was like, this girl is crazy. So she pretty much said, like, listen, none of these women on the show are real basketball wives, honey. It's all me. I was like, this broad is crazy. So I'm just like, girl, like, did you come on the show thinking that you were going to replace your mother? So Jackie's husband, I mean, he's played for years. He's just now a coach. But the fact that she gonna come on there and say, well, he's not a, he doesn't play basketball. I'm just like, this girl is crazy. The daughter, if I was Jackie, I would have to pray on that and kind of be away from her, because I don't know what the problem is, but she got some serious mental health issues. And for me, I don't deal well with people that are in my circle that try to do things behind my back. So I would not be able to deal with her. It would have to be some extensive therapy for me to be able to put up with if that was my daughter. Because girl, I mean, the thought of that she went to her mother's enemies, because we know Evelyn is an enemy. Evelyn doesn't really like Jackie like that. So the fact that you went to your mother's enemies and conjured up all of this BS, knowing that Evelyn was the very one that went and got her older sister when it was the situation with, Jackie's was that the grandson or one of Takari's kids had got like burned or something. I know something had happened in daycare, but Evelyn was the one that kind of got that story going. So the fact that this daughter would come on the show and kind of do the same thing to her mama is just, it gives hate. And I just don't understand. Like, I get you can, you can hate your parents, but I need to know what does this consist of? It just seems like this girl is, and y'all, this is another thing too. Sometimes parents can give their kids so much that the kid doesn't, they start feeling resentful and feel, entitled. And Chantel gives that. She gives entitled to me. She gets very entitled, very much entitled. Even the fact of the matter for her to lie and say that, Jackie had did all these things to her. And then if y'all even watch Carlos King's interview, she retracted and basically said, well, Jackie didn't really hit me. What happened was I fell into the camera. And I'm just like, girl, you just lying all the way in through here. So now she tells us that Jackie didn't really hit her like what we saw, but we heard and saw her go back and tell the girls this. And I'm just like, oh, Chantel, she shouldn't have did that interview. What y'all think about the Carlos King interview? Do y'all think that made her look better or worse? Come on, water. Do y'all think it made her look better or worse? The Carlos King interview. I think it made her look worse. What y'all think? I think the Carlos King interview did not help her at all. It made her look like a complete, I mean, she looked like a complete idiot all, the whole time. But I'm just saying, after that, I was just like, Chantel, girl, why did you do this? She actually looked like a complete fool. She went on to say, in the Carlos King interview, how, her father consoled her in different situations. And y'all know what I got from that? I mean, as a father, of course he consoles her. That's what a father should do. But it seems like because her father still gave her the love, as his daughter, it seems like she kind of felt like in some ways or another that he was taking her side. I don't feel like he was taking her side. I feel like as a father, he knows that this girl has some serious issues. Somebody said it's giving Hillary Banks. He probably knows she has some issues, but instead of just coming out saying that, he wants to, give her hope and things like that. But when I watch that, I'm just like, she is saying, how she goes to her dad and, and he's always there. It's just like, when you have, a child, even when they get older and, some stuff ain't adding up, you still want to give them hope. And I'm just like, girl, your dad is just being a dad. The fact that he is, inspiring you and giving you hope does not mean that he is not going with his wife, which is crazy. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but let's watch this quick little snippet here, y'all. Oh, let me tell y'all one other thing too. Make sure you adjust your volume. For some reason, whenever videos are shared, I don't know why, but the volume will go down. And I have it all the way up. So I don't, if it's low, just make it go up.
I think that he is trying to process some very heavy feelings. I think that he is at a point in his life where all of these great things are happening. You know, he has this new opportunity as the head coach, and so any conversations that I have had with him have really just been him keeping me encouraged and telling me that, you know, I know your heart. Like, I know that you're not this person that people are making you out to be. I know that this was a long time coming. When I talked to him after the Hawaii thing happened, I said, Dad, you know our dynamic. You know that this is not, I didn't get on here with the intent to do this. And so I think that having his understanding and knowing that he knows our history is very reassuring. And I think that what people get misconstrued, and I've seen all sorts of sick comments like I'm such and such from Eve's Bayou and I want my dad and all of this and that. What they fail to realize is that he has been my protector in times that I needed one. He has been that source of relief. When things in the house are too heavy or whatever, he will remove me from the situation before I get to the point of disrespecting her. You understand what I'm saying? So I look to him. Anything that comes to her, I'm going to my dad about it, period. Because you know what it is that I'm dealing with. And I feel like if nobody else can get you together, Christie can.
You feel like your father is the only one who understands Jackiechristie.
And is the only one that
can check her.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
A lot of people were not happy with you as well when you did say that's why Doug is leaving you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would you like to address that?
What I can say about that is it's not my place to speak on anybody else's marriage. It was very, like I said, tacky and tasteless, and was clearly just when I watch myself say that, I'm like, girl, now you know that you didn't have to take it to hell. You did not have to take it that far.
Girl, you sure didn't have to take it to hell, and you made yourself look like a complete idiot. So I feel like, you know, as a father, of course, he's going to encourage her. But for some reason, I believe in her little crooked brain, she feels like he's taking her side. And maybe that's why she kind of continued the lie and started that whole lie. If y'all, you know, had watched Ming Lee's live that she did, she pretty much said, even to the tune where Chantel felt like she had forgotten what had happened. She said, girl, you lied because your father asked for the footage. So at the point that your father got the footage, you knew that Jackie didn't hit you. So she just continued this lie. And I'm just like isn't that like a delusional person? Because the footage has been released. So if the footage has been released, dumb girl, you know that everything did not happen the way that you said that it did. And I'm just like, so at that point, why didn't she just come out and say, hey, you know, I made a mistake? I'm just like, that just goes to show that is what she wanted to do the whole time. And also, y'all, in the Carlos King interviews, I was like, well, why didn't she just fix it? Because it seems like, you know, when people are liars, obviously you got to keep up with your lies. But I'm just like, at that point that the footage came out, you knew that you were going to be exposed. Why didn't she say anything? This is what she said, though. In the Carlos King interview, she says, well, on this show, it's been worser things that has happened, and it never made it to television. So I'm thinking, I said, so did she maybe think that it wasn't going to show? And, you know, for that matter, she was like, okay, I'm not going to say anything because what if it doesn't show? And I'm just like, that kind of just goes to show she's crazy, because you were willing to tell a whole lie just to make it seem like you were a victim in a situation that you created. Now everybody like, girl, Jackie should have did more to you. She should have dragged you. She should have did way more. Cause I was one of them people. I'm like, girl, that little tap, Jackie should have been dragging you all the way down the hallway. She should have choked you and everything else, child, because that was a little bit too much. But as y'all know by now, and I had said this in a previous video, that's why the reunion was canceled, because the whole entire season was about Jackie and her daughter. Pretty much, that's pretty much what it was about. And Jackie didn't want to do it. Like, I wouldn't blame her. Them people sat up there the entire season and did not bring anything. They brought nothing. Chantel brings this fake story and everybody is eating off of a lie. So that's pretty much why you all didn't get to see the reunion, and that's why it was canceled. Now, as for Chantel, I told y'all she was fired. She will not be back to the show, because what people fail to realize is, I mean, we do have Brandy on the show, but you know how that goes. Brandy is here and then she's gone. That's why you see her kind of skating on thin ice. Brandy is going to do whatever she needs to do to remain on the show. But Jackie is the basketball wife. Jackie is the reason why it's called that. I don't even know why the hell Evelyn on there. She ain't never been married. I'm sick of hearing about who this Antoine dude that I don't even know who the hell he is. And she was never married to him anyways. But here's the deal. If Jackie doesn't want Chantel on the show, she ain't finna be on the show, because I mean, that's just a no-brainer. If y'all recall last season, y'all saw how crazy Brooke was coming at Jackie. And I said, Brooke is not coming back. Brooke did not come back because Brooke did too much. Brooke is gone. She did not come back. I know she did an interview over there with Evelyn and her daughter saying that she would think about coming back. Girl, you were fired. You didn't come back because you were fired. And Jackie was pretty much like, look, she's doing too much. At the end of the day, they can talk about Jackie all they want. Jackie's husband is a coach. And that is why every time they bring up Jackie's husband's name, what does she do? She walk off. The reason that she walks off, because she is not going to have them talking about her husband. So therefore she walks away. Jackie is smart. Jackie is pretty much the basketball wife. Chantel is gone. She ain't going to be coming back. She will not be coming back to this show. And Shawnee and Evelyn, they a mess. And also too, y'all, this was another part of it. Evelyn, and she said this when she interviewed Carlos King. Well, I'm sorry, when Carlos interviewed her, she said she has not heard from Evelyn. Now, isn't that so crazy? Evelyn was crying, I guess, based on what you told her, but she has not even reached out to you to see how you were doing. Girl, that lady wasn't thinking about you. This was all for the show. I'm so glad Chantel's not coming back. Right. Chantel was exhausting. She was exhausting to watch. Now, I would have loved to see her and Jackie if there were a real situation, and to see mother and daughter resolve whatever issues. But all that cussing and calling your mama, I can't get with that. That was annoying. It was getting on my nerves. Like, that was way too much. Now, if it was a situation where it can be in a respectful manner, I think a lot of people would have liked that, because let me just tell y'all this. I didn't realize so many women had issues with their mother. Like, I did not realize that. And the crazy part about it too is, if you look at a lot, like some of the women that were saying, I have a problem, been having issues with my mother. One thing that you did not hear those women say, they not going to disrespect their mother. So regardless to whatever situation they had with their mother, almost all of them said, well, I'm not going to disrespect my mother. So that was the problem right there. It was the disrespect. It was the disrespect, and it was overkill. Like, Jackie was a bee. She was dumb. She was goofy. It was too much. It was given Caucasian, because that's just not what we do as Black folks. Okay. It was given Caucasian. But y'all do know that, and I just recently found this out. Doug is mixed. His mother is actually white. So that's, that was moving to the white side, okay? Because I'm like, girl, that's giving a little bit too much. It was too much. It was too much. Now, what y'all saying in the chat? Yeah, Chantel is not coming back. You said you can't stand Brooke. Yeah, Brooke does too much. And in all honesty, too, Brooke is to me, she's a flunky because Brooke acts similar to the way that Evelyn used to act. And I kind of feel like Evelyn pushes her to do the things that now she doesn't want to do anymore. So Brooke is overkill. She does too damn much. Right. And she didn't take any accountability. She what's her name? Chantel got on Carlos King's show and really made herself look like a further idiot. She could have just not came on the show. I'm just sitting there. And then it was titled accountability. And I'm like, okay, well, when the hell is the accountability coming? Because it was absolutely none at all. Okay, we got somebody else on Twitch. Hey, the real Cantronic. I don't know if I said your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Jackie made it too comfortable for Chantel to act this way while she was growing up because there's no way oh, absolutely. There's no way that she started acting like that. You right. You right. There's no way. And also, too, the way that we saw Chantel act, you can almost know that what she was saying about Jackie was a lie. She claimed she was scared of Jackie. Girl, you are lying because look, I was scared of my mama. Okay. And there would be no way that I would be like B and all of that. Like, girl, you not scared of your mama. Chantel made it seem like she was so scared of Jackie and that, she lived in fear. You are a liar because the way that you're acting, you don't live in fear. You're not scared of your mama at all. You're not scared at all. I don't always get along with my mother. I'm looking on the screen. But it's one thing I'm not gonna do is disrespect her, especially on camera, and call her out of her name because she's gonna knock me out. Well, here's the deal too. She had no it's the respect. Like, how do you disrespect your mama and call her those kind of names in public in front of people? Period. Like, she didn't have she didn't care. Even that part when she was, talking to Carlos and she said, well, my dad has in the past stepped in and stopped me from going. I'm just like, girl, what? Like, girl, listen, the police is going to be called if you call me all them because I'm all up on top of your head. So it's just, yeah, she grew up like that. I agree. She grew up knowing that she can say whatever she can, she had to say to her mother. And also she said, this is what she said too. She said, growing up, did she say Jackie said, I don't remember. She said Jackie said she didn't like her or something like that. And the first thing came to my mind, I said, why would Jackie say that? Well, we don't know if Jackie said it either because the girl is a liar. But the first thing came to my mind, I said, Chantel had to be a horrible child. Like, she had to be horrible because I don't know if Jackie actually said that to her, but if she did, I was like, this girl had to be a horrible child because why would somebody say that? But again, we don't know if that girl is lying or not. Now, what y'all saying? I saved that screenshot of Jackie. You saved it. Oh my God. Then allow for, oh yes, Tiffany. Now that show, she didn't even like Jackie because listen, that right there, I don't even know where that came from. I don't even know where that came from. That was too much. That was too much. That was way too much. That was too much. The trauma bonding with Brittany. Yeah, Brittany obviously had her own issues with her own mother, and she wanted to make her situation with her mother be Jackie and Chantel's, which was really getting on my damn nerves because I'm just like, Brittany, they're saying you don't even have your kids. So why you calling Jackie a deadbeat? Wouldn't you be one? I'm just curious because that's what they were saying about her. This is my opinion. I think Chantel has a personality like Jackie, and this is why they don't get along. And my mother, Jackie, says she didn't like her. So you know what I've learned too, Jess, Andrea, because I see this a lot too, and this is like both sides of my family. I see a lot of times when the mother and the daughter are like, sometimes it can be some conflict. But I think the difference in Jackie and her daughter, obviously Jackie is older now. So whatever she probably did back then, she doesn't do it anymore. That could be it. But here's the deal. Even in a situation where you are just like your mama, somebody need to back down, and it usually ain't the mama. And you calling your mama all type of bitchs, girl, bye. Candy girl. Let's not forget Takari mentioned how Jackie and Doug allowed Chantel curse and laughed about it. Sure did. Did she say that in her book? Because I started reading her book and I don't remember where I got that information, but I know Takari did say that they would allow Chantel to just cuss and get out, all of these bad curse words. I don't remember where I saw that at. Was it in the book, Candy Girl? I'm thinking it was in the book. I really believe it was in the book. Never disrespect your mother on no level, right? So I believe, and that right there, that's why people don't like Chantel. That was too much. It was overkill. It's not like she slipped and called her mother a cuss word. She was calling her mother every name that she can think of, and it was exhausting, and it was just too much. It was given too much. Now, y'all, before we get to the next topic, let me see where these likes at. If y'all don't start liking this video, hit the like button, peoples. People in the room. Oh, okay. She said it in the interview with Mims. Okay, maybe so, but I think I read it in the book. I believe I read it in the book because I know I watched that interview and I don't remember hearing it there, but she could have. But I think I read that in the book. That's just what I think. Because like I said, I've been reading the book, but I don't know if I got it from there. I mean, I could have, but I thought that, I had read it in the book. Okay, guys, make sure you are liking the video. My mother is in heaven right now. Ain't no way where I'm call her out of her name. I'm sorry that's what you do. And I'm 50 years old. Yeah, me too. And I just, like I said, my mother get on my nerves, but there is no way that I am going to do that. No way. Okay, y'all, let's get to the next topic. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have saw this, but Porsha Williams is going to be interviewing with Cam Newton, I believe. I believe it's tomorrow. I'm not sure. Let me just check. I thought it said tomorrow. Let me make sure. 8/8. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow. So she's going to be interviewing with Cam Newton tomorrow, which is very interesting, guys, because I didn't know this. So I always got to say allegedly, because I didn't know this, but allegedly Porsha has messed around with Cam Newton, which is really odd because I'm like, he interviewing her, but that's what the word on the street is. Now, if y'all know anything about Cam Newton, I actually met him. He would never remember meeting me because he has a is it a cigar bar? I think it's a cigar bar. And we were in there. He was really nice. Hi. He said hi to us, whatever. And he just walked through. But he has a lot of children by multiple women. And right now he's working on his second child with Jazz. Now, if y'all recall, Cam had what is her name? Dr. Bryant on his show. Now, Dr. Bryant is actually friends with Jackie. Now, if y'all don't remember, I'm going to bring up a snippet of the video. Now, he ended up going viral, y'all. because the man said he wanted to have more children. Now, at this time, his confidant, girlfriend, I mean, it's not his fiance, Jazz was not pregnant. But what Cam said is he wanted to have more children. The question was, oh, okay, you want to have them by your, your girlfriend that you're with now. He was like, no, where, however God bring them. And everybody was like, wait a minute. Who says that? Who says that you want to have children, but it's that weird? Like, he's in a relationship with a woman that just had his child, and he's doing an interview telling somebody that, yes, I want to have kids, but I can't be certain that I want to have them with her. Now, that was really weird, that, he said that, and people was like, wait a minute, Jazz out here looking crazy.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
Okay, so I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent
I
of
just
this?
want
Or
God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
her. I just want.
Did y'all catch that? He said he wants more children. She's like, okay, by your girlfriend or, the lady you're with now. He's like, no, I just want God to bring them. Jay's out here looking like a damn fool. What? You just want God to bring them.
Want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it. I didn't say it. I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior to say that I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box.
Who is his next victim to put in the box? She read him in a very nice way. Who is his next victim to put in the box? Now, listen, she said that so very nice. Well, here's the deal. The man set up and said that he wanted to have more children. He did not say he wanted to have them with the Jazz, who he actually is supposedly with. He said he want to have more children. Well, guess what? Now we know she's married. I mean, I'm sorry. She's not married. We know now she's pregnant again. So I guess she like, listen, if you going to go out and get somebody pregnant, I guess I want it to be me, which is crazy because, girl, all of these children he has, why hasn't y'all could have started with marriage. Like, he don't need any more children by anybody that he not married to. Okay. So it's clear Cam is keeping his options open. Well, the reason that Porsha becomes a part of this equation is because I didn't know that they say that Porsha and him used to mess around. Now it gets a little crazy because he interviewing Porsha now, y'all. And I'm just like, that's weird. That's very weird. You know, that you would be interviewing somebody that you allegedly was messing around with. I said, that's shady. And y'all know Porsha don't care about nobody's, you know, obviously she don't care about a baby mama. She didn't even care about a wife.
A man being Cam says to me in the interview, I want more kids. And I said, oh, great. By your wife or by who? He says, I don't know, by somebody or something like God would just send him to me. But you're saying that while you have this beautiful woman that just had this beautiful baby with you at home, who is your relationship partner, you're not even cognizant to think of how that made her feel as one, a new mama, and as two, as your partner. And so you put your brain on display saying you want more kids. You're pretty much saying like whoever comes next, right? Whoever the next Jazz is. And so, yeah.
So I'm not.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I clicked on that. But what I was getting ready to say is, who is your next Jazz? Again, I didn't know that he and Porsha allegedly. So what I was told is, obviously, I mean, the dude got a lot of baby mamas, so we know he mess around with a lot of women. What I've been told is Porsha has always been in the rotation, but apparently he ain't never selected her. But it was kind of weird. I'm like, he interviewing Porsha? We gotta be watching stories and watching Facebook, because why he hooking up with Porsha now?
Cam says to me in the interview, I want more kids. And I said, oh, great. By your wife or by who? He says, I don't know, by somebody or something like God would just send him to me. But you're saying that while you have this beautiful woman that just had this beautiful baby with you at home, who is your relationship partner, you're not even cognizant to think of how that made her feel as one, a new mama, and as two, as your partner. And so you put your brain on display saying you want more kids. You're pretty much saying like whoever comes next, right? Whoever the next Jazz is. And so that's where for me, I was going, oh my God, like sis, like no judgment on you, Jazz, but listen, tag me in, tap on my shoulder. I got, yeah.
So
basically what Dr. Brian is saying is pretty much, what type of man goes on, he's doing a live show and says that he wants to have a baby pretty much by somebody else, while Jazz had just given birth, and he didn't even care that this woman had just given birth. He didn't even care. He's saying that he wants to have more children, but seemingly is not saying that he want to have these children with her. And of course, y'all know how it goes. She is, she got pregnant again. So I don't know, if this was her thing to, make sure, that she keep her hat in the running to be the next baby mama.
Y'all, I just came here to give y'all.
Did y'all?
This be getting on my nerves.
So y'all, I just came here to give y'all an update and report the news that Jasmine, Cam Newton's live-in maid / announced that she was pregnant again. While he just announced to us on his podcast a few episodes back that he is still looking for and still seeking out his wife, and he plans to continue to be fruitful and have as many children as he possibly can. And I don't think he meant just with Jasmine, since he's still currently on the hunt for Mrs. Newton. This is also off the heels of Jasmine letting us know for the umpteenth time that she gets no help around the house with her maid duties. And while she was already postpartum taking care of a baby, she was also cooking for her big family, which she loved to serve. And she let us know again recently that she does not get any help around the house. And so she just wanted to let us know that she is now currently with child again with her employer's child, Kim. Let me know what y'all think.
So I don't know what is going to happen with him and Porsha, but y'all know how Porsha get down, honey. She don't care about your man, your friend's man, whoever man. She gonna come for him if in fact she want him. And we know, Cam, I mean, we know how he get down too, because any man with them many baby mamas, it should be classified as abuse. In fact, they need to start putting these Negroes in jail. Whoever these men out here with these multiple baby mamas, this is definitely a form of abuse. You cannot take care of all these kids. You are out here slinging it, doing all of this stuff. This to me is a form of abuse. You got all of these children. We can never forget what Porsha did to Falynn. Now, I don't care if Porsha didn't know Falynn. I don't care if they wasn't friends. But what we do know is Falynn came out and said that Porsha had been messing around with Simon for a year prior to them getting a divorce. What Falynn said is that she got the information from Dennis. Now, if it wasn't true, Dennis sure never said nothing.
To find out when Porsha and Simon separated? No, was anybody?
So do you think that was real?
No. The whole relationship you don't think was real?
You don't think it was real at all?
No, I think it was just a ploy to get back at me. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Not to get back
I know
on
Simon. Like,
not to have like a storyline or anything like that?
No, I mean, she might have used it for a storyline, sure.
But he was trying to get at you through that whole relationship, you're saying?
Who?
Simon.
Oh, throughout the whole, I mean, I'm not gonna say like there wasn't any parts, that he might have thought could have been authentic or something could have grown. I don't know their business, but yeah, the initial I guess them becoming public and doing everything the way that they went about everything. Yeah, that was definitely a ploy because they were already together they were dating for a year while I was happily married. And that came from Dennis's mouth. So
you ever thought about dating him?
That's how you do it.
Like swap it out.
I don't think Dennis can keep up with me. To be honest with you. I think I'm a little out of his bracket, but he's awesome. He's really cool.
Well, they're filming The Housewives now. Could you have an appearance on there, or would you if the opportunity presented?
I'm not going to say.
Oh,
no comment.
So it could be, it could not.
It's a possibility is what you're saying.
No comment.
Would you get back with Simon now?
Nah. To see, it's crazy because I didn't always feel that way. However, to see everything that he's doing, yet again, me, and y'all have to understand, me watching everything, it's re-traumatizing for me because I'm the one who went through it first, as bad as it did publicly.
Were you the first, or was it
publicly? Yeah, because I didn't want nobody when he was, getting divorces. And who's to say what he did to them? I think I was only maybe 5 when he got divorced. So, who knows?
Damn. All right. So has he reached out to you, contacted you during this time?
No.
So there's no communication between you and I. You and him.
Elena's small. Yeah.
You haven't seen him?
We run into each other all the time.
And when you run into each other, he doesn't speak to you.
I have reached out to him once before. I sent an email. That was before their divorce went public.
Say what?
Just, y'all have to understand, Simon and I were actually married. It was real. Our marriage was very real. So we never had an ending discussion. Like there was no, it was nothing. Our shit just went viral and that was it. We never said goodbye. We never said, I wish you well, or
so it really was no closure.
We never even said fuck off.
No closure.
No.
So what happened? You just moved out and he just moved away, or how did the ending happen?
Hey, one day I was happy and the next day he was gone.
Oh, he just never came back to the house.
He came back after a few months. Yeah.
Few months.
So I had my kids in our house and his kids too. And he was just traveling wherever he was, and no communication, barely any. And then he came back, and it was you have 3 weeks to leave.
Oh, the premises.
Mm-hmm.
You had 3 weeks, or both of you?
No, I had 3 weeks.
Okay. He gave you a letter or something that said you got 3 weeks?
No, he sent me a text.
Okay.
Real classic. As good as it got.
3 weeks to leave.
So where did his kids go?
They were with me.
No.
So
y'all all
left-
had 3 weeks.
You left with his kids too?
No, I ended up having a conversation with his ex-wife, you know, and we wanted to continue the relationship between the children. However, Simon did not want that. So we just parted ways, and, you know, it kind of broke up the brotherhood between all the boys, which was really sad and unfortunate, I think, for everybody. So yeah, it was like, you got 3 weeks to leave. And he told me I could have more time if I wanted, but I was so hurt by how quickly our marriage just shifted and how my happiness just came to a abrupt ending. I didn't know what I was feeling or thinking. I wasn't myself. So
how long was y'all married?
We were married for 2 years.
Were you shocked to find?
Well, one thing, you know, Falynn kind of left out there. She said she was so shocked, but we do know she was messing around with that pool boy. So she kind of left that out, girl, because we know you was messing around with Jalen, okay? But honey, Falynn said that Porsha had been messing with her husband for the last year. And we know that Cam, you know, he likes a whole bunch of different women. And I don't know, is he going to be putting Porsha in the mix? Because y'all know how some of these men do, especially when, you know, these women get pregnant. They really be outside. They be outside, honey, outside. Porsha, let's read this comment. Porsha is one of those women that you do not want around your man and surely cannot be trusted. Well, we know that. You said it's Falynn mixed race. I don't know. I really can't tell you. I'm one of those people that, like, my grandmother looked like a white lady. If I'd show y'all a picture of my grandmother. So I don't be knowing what race people are unless they tell me. I don't know if Falynn is light-skinned black, or I don't know. Good question. I couldn't tell you. Cannot stand Chantel. Happy she is. Yeah, Chantel was a wear out. Somebody said a Nick Cannon type. Right. Somebody text me. Oh, okay. So Falynn's mom is Asian and her dad is black. So somebody just texted me that. I don't know. So there's your answer, guys. I don't know, but her mom is Asian and her dad is black. Who had that question? Somebody asked. So there's your question. Let me see if I can find you. But like I said, y'all, I don't know. When I see people, I don't be knowing what they are unless they tell me. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of my grandmother. I know I told y'all the story about my grandmother. We would be asking her, like, you know, do you be using your white privilege card? And she'd be like, yeah. Like sometimes she, you know, she would let people think that she's white and would never correct them. And we'd be like, you trying to be, you know, use that white privilege. And she'd be like, yeah. Somebody say Falynn is a black Filipino. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay. Yeah, Falynn is mixed. So y'all, if we hear about Porsha and Cam bumping and grinding, y'all know where that came from. Because y'all know y'all can't. Porsha gonna do whatever she can do to get some money. Like I said, if it's with your man, your friend's man, she probably a date her mama man if, you know, if he had enough money. And somebody also told me that Porsha's mother, which I don't even know her mother's boyfriend, but somebody did say that I guess they had broken up or something. What is y'all saying in the chat? New comment. Somebody said, why are we looking at Jackie's fupa? I can't, y'all be looking at these pictures hard. I can't see it. And child, I got one of my own, so I don't know. Lady Stiletto said, why are we looking at Jackie's fupa? I mean, I can't see it, but y'all be looking. So y'all can see everything. I mean, I just don't have eyes like that. Keisha, did you see Cam interview with Ray J and what Cam said about the doctor? I did not see Cam's interview with Ray J. I saw some very interesting snippets when Ray J was acting really weird, but I did not get to see it. A lot of times, y'all, I don't really get to see other people's content because it's hard to watch other people's stuff and then try to create your own. So I really don't get to see it, but I'll go back and watch it. Like I said, I only saw some snippets of it, and Ray J was doing some weird stuff. I just remember that it was some weird stuff. He was saying something about liking men or something. It was some weird stuff that I saw. It was really, I was raising my eyebrow like, huh? And I think I said I was going to go watch it, but I just never had the opportunity. But y'all know what I did watch though? Today, I watched the interview with that Nene Leakes did with Erica Mena. I did watch that because I was watching it to, try to come up, but she didn't really say anything. Like, she's saying the same thing that she has been saying. She does not take accountability. And it was just like, it was nothing to talk about. Did any of y'all see that interview that Nene Leakes did with Erica Mena? I watched it hoping, she was going to say something. She said absolutely nothing. It was the same stuff. She did not take accountability, and it was pretty much a waste of my time. Somebody said, it's not. It's really not. Like I said, I watched it thinking that she was going to say something. Erica said nothing. She's saying the same stuff, that she's been saying, that pretty much other people say stuff, but people don't say anything about it. And just the same old shit that she's been saying. So yeah, she didn't say nothing at all. So I know Nene had asked something about like what type of men did she like. Then Nene had said something about the men that she had dated were like nice looking men. And she was like, well, who? And Nene was like, well, Safari, he has a nice body. She didn't really, unless I missed it, because I was dozing off. I didn't recall her saying anything negative about him, but hopefully she took a break because she always online telling us, what a deadbeat he is. But, we also learned that, why him being a deadbeat, like she say, she's still having sex with him. So it's just like, girl, like, if he a deadbeat and you still smashing him, then I guess why are you telling us? So yeah, I did not see the Christian Rock interview with Nene. Christian Rock is not somebody that I care to. I don't even watch nothing dealing with her, to be honest. So I did not watch that one. I don't watch a lot of the Nene interviews, but I wanted to watch the Erica Mena because I thought, maybe, she was going to say something, and she said absolutely nothing. So the interview to me, is not what I was looking for. Somebody said, did see the interviews with Ray J and what he said about the doctor, more children, his current relationship with whom he doesn't claim it's an actual relationship, and she has a baby in the oven. So wait a minute. Are you saying Ray J saying he have a baby on the way? Oh my gosh. I got to go back and watch it. Oh boy. Are you saying Ray J said he got a baby on the way? I didn't watch it, so I have no idea. Oh, Cam. Okay. Yeah, he does with Jazz, which is, here's my deal. I understand when you're young. Jazz is not young. Like, young people make decisions, and when we get older, we be like, dang, girl, yo man got all these dang on kids by all these different women. How stupid are you? You're doing the same thing that he has done to everybody else. Honey, and Porsha, if he'd give her the time of day, she will definitely go with it. Chris, she's low vibrational and can't watch the ghetto antics. What you mean, Lily? Queen Lily. Yeah, Jazz is she in for whoever they're gonna be the next chick that's gonna step up. I don't know. I think Porsha is probably somebody he'll just smash. I don't think he want Porsha like that because I believe if he wanted Porsha, he could have her. So Porsha is probably somebody that he would just smash from time to time. I don't think that he would probably take Porsha. I think Porsha is gonna have to stick with the older men. The younger men probably not gonna want to deal with that. Somebody said Jackie is out of pocket with that dress. That's an old picture. Y'all are okay. You said Jackie out of pocket. Y'all know y'all be looking. I be trying to find a picture that's nice to put on the thumbnail, and y'all be like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Let's see. Listen, I don't know. If you say so. If you say so. Which I'm just reading the stuff in the chat. Yep, and Ray J asked Cam if he's been faithful to Jazzy, and listen, I didn't have to watch the interview to say that. He openly said no, but I'm sure Jazzy I wish I can find the interview. I haven't watched it, but women will do anything, just about anything, just to be with a man that got money, which is so crazy to me. Like, when you get to a certain place in your life, it seems like you will want peace. Or I would rather just pay my own shit. Like, I'm not dealing with all of that. Of course he said no. Of course. Like, I didn't have to watch the interview to know that. He said no. And Jazz is slow. I mean, you can tell that she's slow. I would see her stuff on social media. And then when she got pregnant, I would go and watch because the people would be like, wait a minute. She's doing the same thing that she told other people not to do. So then I start paying attention because I was really never watching her stuff. So I'm like, wait a minute. So she's telling women what not to do, but yet go and does the same thing that she was telling people not to do. I can't take her serious. What did she say? Well, that isn't one. It's in our face. Well, that isn't one. It's in our face. Oh, you are so right. Oh, that is true. Now, y'all, okay, so now my memory is working. And there was some interviews, and I'm reading that Jazz claimed in an interview that she knows when he steps out because they tell each other and talk. They think they are twin flames. She would rather they talk about things than she find out. Now, I remember also seeing Cam say something like that they talk about stuff. Ain't that crazy? What? Why would you want to be with somebody who really don't want you like that? Or does that make her feel better that he tell her that he cheated on her? I don't know what that is. But there was, I wish I can find it, y'all. I know I saw something like that. Well, that makes sense. That's why he there. Because nobody else is going to put up with that. Yeah, nobody else is going to put up with that. I wish I can find it. I totally forgot about that. Oh, look at this one, y'all. Look at this one. Okay, look at this one. I just found one. Y'all look at this one. Please watch that interview, Keisha. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it before I go to bed. Please watch that interview, Keisha. Ray J said he came on Cam's show to confess everything. What? I gotta watch it. Oh, I gotta watch it. Listen, look what I found, y'all. I found this. This is crazy. I mean, this is, to me, this is not information, but since it's out there, we might as well watch it.
Not finna tell me you up here fucking one person. It's not finna happen.
No. See, you're trying to deflect back to me.
No, I would never do you like that.
But
I got respect for you.
No, here.
But you didn't answer that for a reason.
No. Understand this.
You didn't answer for a reason.
I'm gonna answer mine, and then I want you to answer mine too.
I will answer it, brother, and I promise you I won't bullshit with you.
Okay. How long you talking about?
What you mean?
Fucking one person.
What do you mean, how long I'm talking about?
As long as I've been with Jazz, Jazz has not been the only person that I've had sex with.
I don't know you.
There it goes. Y'all need me to rewind that. How old is Jazz? Do anybody know? Because this is some bullshit right here. Like, why? Like, let me just tell you, I would rather be by myself. I just would rather be by myself than put up with somebody ignorant like that. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? They got an open relationship. I mean, if they want an open relationship, I guess, but why are you bringing children into this type of, this type of environment? He said that, yeah, since he been with her. So, I mean, I knew Jazz was slow, but damn, she very slow. I gotta rewind this.
And then I want you to answer mine too.
I will answer it, brother, and I promise you I won't bullshit with you.
Okay. How long you talking about?
What you mean?
Fucking one person.
What do you mean, how long I'm talking about?
As long as I've been with Jazz, Jazz has not been the only person that I've had sex with.
I don't know you.
This big hat country, does Cam think that he's cute or something? There's nothing about him that's cute with them damn braids coming out of those hats. Oh my goodness. And he got so much respect for her that he will say these things. At least the people that I've been with had sense enough to lie. He don't even care. No, she has not. She has not been the only person. This is crazy. Oh, I glossed over this interview. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. He will be crying later in court when they take his money. I guess that's, what'll end up happening. Her age is listed. She 35. So she not, she old enough to know. Somebody said Jazz is slow. Rewind the tape. That's what I've been saying. Jazz is slow. Like, wow. Like I said, I probably saw this, but kind of forgot about it. Child, that's what I thought. The nerve of this gigantic hat wearing fool. Exactly. Like these men these days, they act like women. They act like they are the prize. Like, this is crazy. He like, no, like she know what it is.
Your situation.
But I'm getting personal.
Right. I don't know your situation.
Since you want to take it there. And this is the thing that has...
Do you feel like I'm being disrespectful? No. Because I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Well, there it is. I mean, he definitely sleeps with other women. So I'm sure, he'll be hitting Porsha soon. I mean, because listen, he don't want Porsha, of course. I mean, Porsha is definitely, a slide, somebody he can slide through every, whenever. I mean, that's Porsha. That's what she does. But these men are disgusting. These men are disgusting. They act like women. They think they are the prize. And the way Cam looks, he got the nerve. Nothing about him is cute. Look at that hat with his braids. I would be embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed. The way, his dressing, the way he be looking, it's a mess. No surprises. Right. I'm just reading y'all comments. I'm just reading the comments. And then somebody put in the chat that he will be crying later in court when they take his money, right? Because do y'all remember his first baby mama when they separated, he wanted the car back. I guess he had gave her a Bentley or something, and he wanted the car back. Let me see if I can find that. Kia. He had given her a Bentley and then took the lady to court to get the Bentley. Like, how you give somebody a car and want it back? So he was mad. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, he sued her. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, he sued her for the car. Yeah, here it is right here. I knew I had saw this, but he ended up suing her for a car, y'all. How petty is that? I mean, the money you got to pay her in child support. I mean, I would imagine you could just go buy one. But do y'all remember this? I found this on, I think it's on Yahoo, but ex-NFL star Cam Newton, 4-figure monthly child support payments to ex-Kia exposed in court battle over Bentley. So he ended up suing her for a car. It says in 2023, Cam sued Kia over a 2017 Bentley Bentayga he said he allowed her to use temporarily, but she refused to hand over the keys. Like, are you kidding? I mean, so, it get ugly like that. Yes, I saw that. I was just looking at that earlier. He had gotten into it with those boys. Right, he wanted it back. He was probably mad. That's how some of those men get, when you break up with them and, ultimately they have to pay child support. That's kind of what they do. They want their stuff back. That's what it is. They want their stuff back. And Jazz out here looking like a fool. She's 35. She's old enough. She know better. She is old enough to know better. Out here with this big hat fool. Look, y'all. Look at this. There will be no way in hell that I can be out. I don't care how much money you got. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Look at this shit. Look at these two fools. Look at this. Look at their outfit. Wait a minute. I gotta go back. Wait a minute. I don't know what happened. Look at the outfit. There's no way. You are not embarrassing me with that on. This big ass flowered suit that you got on looks like aluminum foil with colors. Both of them look like two fools. I would not be able to go nowhere with him. No way. My love is not that strong. There would be no way that I would be able to go anywhere with him. He looks like aluminum foil with colors. My love is not that strong. You are an embarrassment. I'm not going anywhere with you. But the fact of the matter that he think he the shit. Look at his damn ankles out. Like, why is his ankles out? Like, look at this. Look at his ankles. Why is his ankles out? Why? Why? Look how he dressed. Boy, look like a clown. He look like a straight up clown. Yeah, she pregnant again. Yes, she is. She's trying to run that child support check as high as she can get it. She is pregnant again. That's what we were talking about. Right. His outfits look a mess and he be looking stupid. Again, my love ain't that strong. I can't do it. He looks a mess. He looks a mess and be out here thinking he the stuff with braids out of his hat. Like, that's too much. I can't. That's too much. You need to dress like a regular person. He dressed like a clown. There would be no way. Keep your money. Give it to somebody else. I'm not going to be able to do it. He always out here looking like a fool with these clown suits on. He looking like straight Halloween every time he step out. No way. I'm not doing it. And she walking around looking stupid right with him. Look at this one, y'all. Wait, look at this. Look at this one, y'all. This is, I cannot. Look at this one. I'm finna show y'all this one. Look at this. Look at this. This is a mess. Let's see. Look at this. look, look at this. This is too much. Look at this fool. Look.
The Michael Vick, if you ask a nigga like me. But what the fuck are you wearing, my boy? Where the fuck you find that outfit at, my boy? Nigga, where the fuck are you going looking like that, my boy? Love you to death, but that ain't it, my boy. Nigga, if you don't fucking give Miley Cyrus her boots back, nigga, them motherfucking Shawn Michaels boots, them motherfucking Woody, there's a snake in my boot. Look at your goddamn boots. The things are starting to grow roots.
Oh,
fuck
boy.
You wearing, my boy? Got on them fucking Harry Potter glasses and got the nerve to cross your legs and shit like you got on a sophisticated ass outfit. Then got the nerve to have on that same fucking hat that the witch from Wicked be wearing and shit. Come on, that with the motherfucking Bill Cosby sweater. Fuck you got on what pants are those, my boy? Fuck you got on a girdle, nigga? Fuck you ready to hit the field, nigga? Or you going to the Kentucky Derby with them goddamn boots?
He look a mess. This is just too much. Look at this fool. Look, like, what is that? Like, that's too much. He doing too much. And why he got that damn Vaseline on his legs? Like, I don't know what Cam is. I don't know why he dressed like that. No, you didn't say the Diddy oil. Not the Diddy oil. Girl, she said he got the Diddy oil. Not the Diddy oil. Wait a minute. Y'all, this is, I would not be able to love him. I'm not even finna sit up here and lie. I would be laughing. There's no way. There's no way. Absolutely not. The Diddy oil. With his legs crossed. I'm starting to think something else about him. Like, for real, what the fuck is going on? Ain't no way. No, I'm not having no kids by him. Not one, not two, none. This is too much for me to even look at. Oh, go ahead, Black and Gold Beauty. What's your question? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to take him seriously. You said Cam or Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter. Ain't that the young boy, Travis Hunter? Is Travis Hunter, is that the young one that just married the white lady? Is that, I'm thinking that's who you're talking about. So if I had to pick, I would have to go ahead and take Travis Hunter, because at least he don't have all these kids out here. But he young, so this dude is old enough to not be dressing like this with all of this oil and shit on his legs. Do y'all think Cam like dudes? Because I don't understand why his legs is I don't know. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. But I'm gonna have to go with Travis Hunter. Cross-dresser. That's why he wants all those kids to cover. You know what, too? That is, Thelma, that's a good question. What some women don't understand, and I'm not saying that, he like dudes, but some guys that like dudes and they don't want to come out and say it, they have a lot of children by different women, or they mess with a lot of women. Just so y'all know, that is true. Men that, like other men, that's kind of how they camouflage who they are, because they have a bunch of children and they mess with a bunch of women. So yeah, a lot of dudes who are like that and don't want to say it, that is very true. That's very true, because I don't understand why he is. And the thing, that's really crazy about Cam, his parents are still together. So you mean to tell me you grew up in a household where you have both of your parents, but you don't understand why it's important that you not go and create all of these families? Like, how are you creating all of these kids? Like, you don't, how can you really spend time with all of these kids? Like, seriously. 3 different women. So now you have children with 3 different women. How you gotta no. What makes it so crazy? Jazz did a whole YouTube podcast series on don't allow men dusty to run game on you and things to avoid, only to be the real life example. You gonna make me go find that video. What is it called? Don't allow men dusty to run. I'm gonna have to go find that. I'm gonna have to go find it. What is it? Jazz? What's her name? Jazz what? Jazz. What's her name? Jazz. I just know Jazz. See, you're gonna have to make me go find that video. What's Jazz? What's her name? Jazz. I don't even remember. You're gonna make me go find that. Oh, Jasmine Brown. Okay, let me go find it. You said she did a whole. You said a YouTube to do everything that she told other people not to do. Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, I didn't follow. I don't even think I follow her now. I just kind of start noticing her, but I really haven't watched her stuff. But I be seeing it in the chat what people be saying. But y'all gonna make me go look. Y'all gonna make me look. I'm gonna go. Let's see. What's the name of it? You said it is don't allow dusty men to run game on you. I'm about to go see if I can find it. Don't allow dusty men to run game on you. She got a dusty one. A big dusty one. What about this one, y'all? Do y'all remember this? What about this one when she made the joke about it? Let me what about this one, y'all?
Oh no. I'm the 3rd one, and this is his 6th child. Someone said, ooh. Right, couldn't have been me. All right, so Larissa put that pressure on you. I could never do it, nobody. Okay. Until $100 million put the pressure on you. You don't know what you talking about for sure never. So if y'all don't know.
So what she said is she said $100 million in put the pressure on you. So I mean, like I said, these women would do just about anything for a man when it comes to money. But the fact of the matter is, it ain't your money. You're not his wife. So whatever money he has is the same money he gonna leave with. So I mean, you don't need to do all of that. You bringing children into this world. He doesn't want to marry you. You're going to be down in the child support office trying to get a check and going about your business. I don't know why women, I mean, you 35 years old, you have common sense. It's not like you're in your 20s and get with a dusty dude with his braids hanging out his head. Like something is wrong with you. He is mixing seasons that don't go together. He got a winter sweater on with spring, summer shorts. Oh, they don't go together, fool. He is a mess. For some reason, I don't know. These women done blew his head up. I guess it's, Jasmine said it's the 100 million, I guess. It's child, please. Right. These women are just as bad as he is. That's pretty much it. They'll do anything for money. Anything for money, honey. Anything. And the crazy part is a man like him with a background and a track record, you don't really need him to tell you nothing because you can look at his past to kind of see what he has done in the past. He's doing the same thing. He's recreating the same thing over and over again. And you just because he got money. Okay, and that's why he treats you the way that he does. I mean, for him to basically say, I mean, no, she has not been the only person that I've been with. Don't got no shame in it. And out here with some damn boots and some shorts on. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Out here looking like this with that Diddy oil. He got that Diddy oil on with his legs crossed. I'm trying to figure out if he like women or men or both, because them damn legs is crossed. They greased the hell up, and I'm confused. I'm confused. I mean, I am confused. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's given, you know, I may like both because this is too much. Like, damn, what is going on? This is just a little bit too much. Yeah, that's the Diddy oil. For sure.
Now, you know you my dog. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time after Michael Vick, if you ask a nigga like me. But what the fuck are you wearing, my boy? Where the fuck you find that outfit at, my boy? Nigga, where the fuck are you going looking like that, my boy? Love you to death, but that ain't it, my boy. Nigga, if you don't fucking give Miley Cyrus her boots back, nigga, them motherfucking Shawn Michaels boots, them motherfucking Woody, there's a snake in my boot. Look at your goddamn boots. The things are starting to grow roots. Fuck you wearing, my boy? Got on them fucking Harry Potter glasses and got the nerve to cross your legs and shit like you got on a sophisticated ass outfit. Then got the nerve to have on that same fucking hat that the witch from Wicked be wearing and shit. Come on, that with the motherfucking Bill Cosby sweater. Fuck you got on a what pants are those, my boy? Fuck you got on a girdle, nigga? Fuck you ready to hit the field, nigga? You going to the Kentucky Derby with them goddamn?
I can tell.
Wait a minute.
Now you know you might.
Oh my gosh, that was a good laugh. That was a laugh, man. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. This is too much. I mean, I don't know what she's seeing him. This is too much for me. Woo! I gotta get this off my screen. I cannot. Would y'all date Cam? Like, with who? If y'all would date Cam, put a 1 in the chat. I would rather be broke and struggle. I'm not. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. Y'all know y'all date Cam. Put a 1 in the chat. She said he got 100 million. What if he dressed different? Would you date him? Would you date him if he dressed a little different? Y'all wouldn't date him? She said 100 million. That's what she said. Y'all wouldn't date him? For 100 million. Y'all wouldn't date him? What y'all saying? Cam likes things that plays with his thighs. What? Cam likes things that plays with his thighs. That is too funny. But I'm gonna have to watch that. Y'all said watch the Ray J interview. I'm going to watch it as soon as I get off here. So also too, y'all, I'm gonna start going live once a day. I know I told y'all that before, but I'm serious. I'm gonna go live once a day here. Let's see what else y'all saying in the chat. Oh, I'm gonna find that podcast that you mentioned, Keita. Ray J been weird. He's been weird. And I believe that he's another one that like guys. I mean, here's the deal. If you like guys, I think you should just say it. I mean, I think that's where the problem comes in. If you like guys, just say it. I'm sure there's women out there that may not care, but I think you should, if you like dudes, you should not be pretending like you like girls and dudes. Just say, I like both. Ray J, I think he likes both. Somebody said, oh, boots on the ground. No, not boots on the ground. Not boots on the ground. Boots to the ground. I'm just rolling at the fact that he thinks he is so fashion forward when he does not even understand that you shouldn't mix the seasons together when you dress. Yeah, he looked, yeah, I would not, that's too much. Y'all think maybe he does it for attention? Because like like the way that he dresses just disrupts your spirit, that you'll be like, what the, like, what? Like, why do y'all think, maybe he wants attention? I would be embarrassed. I would not be able to do it. Somebody said Dennis Rodman. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what he puts you in the mind of. Dennis Rodman. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she was mad. He was mad. I remember that, Lily. I remember that. Pastor Jamal told Cam he had pretty legs. See, and that's a whole nother video because, Pastor Jamal, he a little weird too. He's a little weirdo to me too. No, I would not date him. That dressing difference still would solve that mindset problem. Yeah, Cam got some internal battles. And that's kind of what is her name? Dr. Bryant said. He doesn't struggle with creating broken families, but he struggles with commitment, as if a child is not commitment. Ain't that crazy? Like if you were, if you got married, you could get a divorce and literally gone about your business, but you are creating children all over, but yet afraid of commitment. That's weird. That's weird. Foodie said, I'm all for artistic expression. So that's what it is, artistic expression. Okay. I guess. I mean, I think it look a little crazy. Be a little off. He does. I mean, do y'all think he got a stylist or y'all think he be just making that shit up on his own? Somebody said it's reckless. It's reckless. It's reckless, and his PP is reckless because it seemed like he's just sticking it wherever it'll fit. Talking about he afraid of commitment, but yet creating children all over the universe. And when those kids get older, they'll have a problem with him because he wasn't there. Yep, he has another baby on the way. Oh, I missed this one. I feel like Chantel's storyline was her sister. I never heard that her and Jackie had a bad relationship. I know Jackie and her older daughter had a bad relationship. Also, Andrea, what I read in the book, Chantel's sister said verbatim that Jackie's relationship and the relationship that Jackie had with Takari said that it reminded her of like a toxic relationship. I don't remember if she said toxic, but she said it reminded her of a relationship that you may have with a man is, when it's kind of like toxic, but I don't remember the exact words. But Chantel used the exact words and everything that Takari had said in her book. So yes, Chantel definitely used her sister's story, because why would she use the exact words verbatim? When I was reading the book, I read it. So it was the exact same words. And I also played the video on Basketball Wives where she said it. So yeah, her story doesn't add up and it mimics her sister. And I believe she just did it for attention, because if y'all recall, during the time that, all of that stuff had came out, and then, Takari, was talking about, what had happened. They had gotten a lot of views, and maybe Chantel thought that she was going to get the same publicity that her sister got, which is crazy because they had two totally different stories. And Chantel must have forgot she actually came on the show and even mentioned how Jackie had treated her sister. So it's just like, I don't know. Chantel is a little weird too. I think Ray J might like men. Oh, I think you do. And I think he said that more than once. And child, I think Ray J is on the bottom. Not the bottom. Not the old nasty bottom, not the top. LOL. Ray J is on the bottom. Hershey Highway in the closet, brother. Yeah. I mean, what is his name? Suge. Suge said that him and, Diddy had a relationship. That's what Suge said. But Ray J has said it too many times. And like I said, with the interview that he did with Cam, I didn't see it, but I had saw some clips of it on different blogs. And he was getting into a relationship with a man. And he was like, basically, what's wrong with it? Which, I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with it. But the way he was saying is like, I mean, maybe he has something going on himself. Ain't no stylist created the dreadful monstrosity that he wears. Probably not. Probably not. Y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I will see y'all. Thank y'all for watching on Twitch, Kick, both of my YouTube channels and Facebook. I'll see y'all in the next video.